Hey everyone, and welcome back to One Cup of English. I'm Sophia, and as always, I'm here with Jacob.
Hey guys, great to have you here, and today's episode is one of my personal favorites.
Same here, because today we're going to talk about something really important, something not many teachers talk about.
Yeah, what if you don't like talking? What if you actually love English, but every time someone says, let's practice speaking, you feel uncomfortable?
Exactly. You freeze, your heart races, your brain goes blank, and you think, why can't I just speak like I do in my head?
If that's you, you're not broken, you're just human.
And you might be an introvert. And that's not a bad thing. It's actually something beautiful, because introverts are often great observers, deep thinkers, and amazing listeners.
Right, and today we're going to show you that you can learn English even if you're shy, quiet, or prefer writing over talking.
You don't have to become loud or extroverted, you just need your own path, the introvert's way to fluency.
So if you've ever thought, maybe English just isn't for me because I don't talk much, this episode is for you.
And before we dive in, if you love warm, real conversations about English and life, make sure to subscribe and leave a like. It really helps more learners like you find us.
All right, grab your favorite drink, coffee, tea, or maybe hot chocolate, and let's get comfortable.
Because today, we're going to explore how to make English feel safe, personal, and even fun for introverts.
Let's start by understanding why speaking feels so hard sometimes, and what's really going on in your mind when you want to speak but just can't. You know, Sophia, I think a lot of learners blame themselves. They say, I'm too shy, I'm too slow, I'll never sound natural.
Yes, and that breaks my heart, because the truth is, it's not that they can't speak, it's that their brain is protecting them.
Exactly. When you're about to speak in another language, your brain says, wait, danger, you might make a mistake, people might judge you. It's the same system that keeps us safe from real danger, like fire or falling.
Right. So if you've ever felt nervous before speaking, that's not weakness. That's your mind trying to keep you safe.
But here's the good news. You can teach your brain that speaking English is not dangerous. It's actually fun, creative, and safe.
Yes. Think of it like training a gentle puppy. At first, it's scared of new sounds, but with kindness, repetition, and small steps, it starts wagging its tail.
Haha, I love that. English is like that little puppy. It needs patience, not pressure.
And if you're an introvert, it's completely okay that you don't want to jump into big group conversations right away. You don't need to.
There's a quote I really love. You don't have to shout to be heard. Sometimes silence speaks the loudest. And I think that's what introverts bring to language learning. Depth, not volume.
Beautifully said. So instead of trying to fix your quiet nature, use it. Let's build your English around how your mind naturally works.
Yes, and in the next part, we'll talk about exactly that. How introverts actually have secret superpowers that can make learning English easier and more meaningful.
You know, Jacob, I think a lot of introverts don't realize they already have amazing language learning skills.
Absolutely. Introverts often think, I'm bad at speaking. But what they don't see is they're really good at the things that matter most.
For example, listening. Many introverts are fantastic listeners. They notice tone, emotion, and small details in how people speak.
Yes, and that's a big deal because listening is how we really learn the rhythm, sound, and emotion of English.
Exactly. And another strength? Observation. Introverts often notice patterns, like how people start a conversation, how they react, what words they use.
Right. They learn quietly, deeply, almost like researchers. And when they finally speak, it's not random. It's thoughtful, natural, and clear.
That's such a great point. Introverts don't rush to talk, they think first. And that's a gift, because when you think before you speak, your English becomes more meaningful.
You know, it reminds me of a quote. Introverts listen not to reply, but to understand. And that's exactly what makes them powerful communicators.
I love that, because learning English isn't just about talking, it's about connecting, and introverts often connect more deeply, even with fewer words.
Yes, sometimes one sentence said with calm confidence means more than 10 loud ones.
Exactly. So if you're listening to this and thinking, but I'm quiet, that's not your weakness. That's your superpower.
And in the next part, we'll show you how to use those superpowers, how to build your English around your introvert strengths, not against them. All right, Sophia, now that we know introverts have their own strengths, let's talk about how to use them in learning English.
Yes, because learning doesn't have to mean talk to strangers every day. There are so many ways to improve your English quietly, privately, and effectively.
Exactly. For example, one of my favorite methods is solo shadowing. You listen to a short clip in English, maybe from a movie or a podcast, and you repeat after it, out loud but alone.
That's such a great idea. No pressure, no audience, just you and your voice. And it's actually one of the fastest ways to train your mouth and brain to work together.
Right. Another tip, keep an English journal. Write your thoughts every day, even simple ones like, today I felt calm, or I learned a new word.
Yes, writing helps you find your voice quietly. And over time, those words you write start to come out naturally when you speak.
Exactly, because speaking begins in the mind. The more comfortable you are thinking in English, the easier it becomes to speak English.
You can also record yourself, not for social media, but just for you. Listen to your progress once a week and celebrate small wins.
I love that. Confidence doesn't come from being perfect, it comes from noticing your growth.
Yes, one of my favorite quotes says, "Don't compare your beginning to someone else's middle. You're not behind. You're on your path."
And that's what introvert learning is about. Quiet, steady progress that feels authentic, not forced.
Exactly. Step by step, word by word, until one day you realize you're not afraid to speak anymore.
And in the next part, we'll talk about how to actually start speaking, even if it feels scary. Small, safe ways to open your mouth and feel confident doing it.
Okay, Jacob, let's be honest. Even when people want to speak English, it can still feel scary, right?
Oh, totally. You start thinking, what if I say something wrong? What if they don't understand me? And suddenly your brain just goes silent.
Exactly. That's why we need to make speaking feel safe, not like a test, but like a tiny experiment.
I love that word, experiment, because experiments don't fail. They just teach you something.
Yes! So here's a little trick. Start by speaking to yourself, but in context. For example, when you make coffee, say, "I'm making coffee." When you go for a walk, say, "I'm walking to the park."
Right, it's not about performing, it's about connecting English to your everyday life. The more natural the situation, the easier it feels.
Exactly. You can also talk to your mirror. Say hi, ask yourself how you're doing, describe your day. It may feel silly at first, but that's your private English gym.
Haha, yes. You don't need an audience, you just need a mirror and a smile. That's how confidence begins, in small, private moments of practice.
There's a quote I love: "Courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes it's the quiet voice that says, 'I'll try again tomorrow.'"
That's beautiful, and it's exactly what speaking practice for introverts should feel like: gentle, patient, forgiving.
And once you're comfortable talking to yourself, move to small, safe conversations. maybe with a friend or a teacher who makes you feel relaxed.
Yes, or even voice messages online, where you can record and listen before you send. That gives you time to think and speak at your own pace.
Step by step, your voice becomes your friend, not your enemy.
And in the next part, we'll share specific speaking strategies introverts can use to sound confident, even when they don't feel confident yet.
So, Jacob, even introverts need to speak sometimes.
Unfortunately, yes. Ordering coffee, job interviews, random small talk with neighbors.
Or that moment when the teacher suddenly says, Jacob, can you answer this?
That's not English practice. That's a heart attack in slow motion.
But here's the trick. You don't have to speak a lot. You just need to speak smart.
Meaning?
Short, safe sentences. Your calm zone.
Like what?
Like, that's interesting. I'm not sure, but maybe. Could you repeat that, please?
Ah, survival English. I like that.
And the great thing, you can prepare these phrases ahead. Practice them at home until they feel natural.
So I'm basically creating my own little toolkit of calm sentences.
Exactly. Think of it like your introvert superpower.
But what about when I feel nervous? My mouth goes dry, I forget everything.
That's normal. Here's a simple trick. Breathe slowly, count to 3 before speaking. It gives your brain a moment to catch up.
Oh, like giving my words a little buffer zone?
Yes, and it makes your voice calm and confident. People notice that more than how fancy your vocabulary is.
Huh. So confidence isn't about talking a lot, it's about speaking clearly and slowly.
Exactly. And another tip? Use your favorite phrases as anchors.
Anchors?
Yup, sentences that you love saying. Something like, that's a great idea, or I totally understand.
So I repeat them and they become like comfort words in English?
Yes, your brain starts linking them with feeling calm and positive.
I love that. Even introverts can have their own set of go-to English phrases.
And don't forget, body language counts too. Nod, smile, make eye contact lightly. It adds confidence even if you say just a few words.
So I can feel brave even while being quiet?
Totally. Small steps. That's how introverts grow their speaking skills.
You know, I always thought speaking English as an introvert would be exhausting.
It can be, but if you make it about connection, not performance, it feels much lighter.
Connection, not performance. That's a quote I need to remember.
Here's another one for you. Your voice matters, even in small doses.
I like that. Makes me feel proud, actually.
Jacob, we've talked a lot about speaking calmly, but what about practicing alone?
Alone? That sounds perfect for an introvert.
Exactly. You can practice English without pressure, without anyone listening.
I like the sound of that. No judging eyes.
First, start small. Read aloud for 5 minutes. Doesn't matter what, a book, a news article, even a recipe.
A recipe? Mix the eggs? Wow, so exciting.
Yes, Jacob. Even mix the eggs trains your mouth to make English sounds.
Okay, so small phrases matter too.
Absolutely. Second tip, record yourself. Listen and notice how you sound.
Wait, listening to my own voice? That's terrifying.
It's not as scary as it seems. It's empowering. You hear your progress over time.
Empowering, not embarrassing. Got it.
Third tip, shadowing. Listen to a speaker and repeat right after them. It's like being in a mini conversation alone.
So I copy someone else's rhythm, intonation, and pronunciation?
Exactly. You're training your brain and your mouth together.
And what if I stumble over words?
Perfectly fine. Mistakes are practice. Think, every mistake is a step forward.
I like that quote. Makes mistakes feel less scary.
Fourth tip, talk to objects. Literally, this is my cup. It is hot. Describe your surroundings.
Talking to my cup, I think I've reached peak introvert training.
But it works. Your brain links words with real objects and actions.
Okay, so read aloud, record myself, shadow speakers, talk to objects. Anything else?
Yes, fifth tip, write mini dialogues and act them out. Be your own conversation partner.
So I become both Sophia and Jacob in a practice scene?
Exactly. You control the pace, the words, the emotions. Total comfort zone.
I love that. And over time, all these solo practices will make me confident with real people too?
Definitely. Think of solo practice as building invisible muscles. They're there when you finally speak to someone else.
Invisible muscles. I'm picturing biceps in my mouth now.
And remember, Jacob, consistency beats intensity. A little practice every day is more effective than a marathon once a month.
Little by little, every day. That's encouraging.
And most importantly, celebrate small wins. Every sentence you speak, every new phrase you learn, it matters.
That's a good one. It makes English feel fun, not stressful.
Exactly. Introverts can thrive in English by practicing alone, being kind to themselves, and taking small steps.
I feel inspired already. Who knew solo English practice could feel so empowering?
It's all about building confidence quietly, step by step. Your progress is your own story. Jacob, we've practiced English alone, but what about using it in daily life without feeling pressured?
That sounds tricky. How can I use English without talking to strangers?
Many ways. It's about small, pressure-free actions.
I'm listening.
First, change your phone language to English. Every notification becomes a tiny lesson.
Oh, my phone will finally start teaching me instead of distracting me.
Exactly. And think, small changes lead to big results.
Nice. What else?
Label objects around your home in English. Your fridge, your desk, your books.
So I see the word fridge every time I grab milk. Clever.
Yes. Step 3. Read English signs, labels, menus whenever you go out, even silently.
So I can practice without saying a word. Perfect for introverts.
Step 4. Watch English videos or shows with subtitles. Pause, repeat, imitate.
So shadowing meets Netflix. I like this combo.
Yes. And remember, repetition builds confidence.
What about music?
Step 5. Listen to English songs and sing quietly or lip sync.
I feel like a secret superstar practicing alone.
And that's the beauty. Learning can be private and fun.
What about apps or games?
Step 6. Use English learning apps or games daily. Even 5-10 minutes counts.
Tiny sessions, no social pressure, maximum benefit. Got it.
Step 7. Journal in English. Write your thoughts, your day, even grocery lists.
I could write, I need coffee. Coffee is life.
Perfect. And it reinforces vocabulary naturally.
Okay, so all of these are pressure-free, but will it really help me speak later?
Absolutely. Think of it as a quiet bridge to confidence. Every little practice prepares you for real conversations.
I like the idea of a quiet bridge. Sounds safe and encouraging.
Exactly. And step 8, interact online, silently if you prefer. Comment, reply, or just read posts in English.
So I can learn from the English world without jumping in fully.
Step 9, immerse yourself in content that interests you. English recipes, crafts, news, anything you enjoy.
That makes learning natural, not forced.
And step 10, reward yourself. Every day you do even a tiny English practice, celebrate it. Progress, no matter how small, is still progress.
That quote, it really sticks. Makes me feel good about small wins.
Using English in daily life doesn't need social pressure. Start small, stay consistent, and enjoy it.
I feel more relaxed about learning now. English doesn't have to be scary or stressful.
Exactly. Your journey, your pace, your comfort zone. That's how introverts thrive. Jacob, we've prepared in private, but how do we actually get ready for real conversations without panicking?
I always freeze when I think about talking to someone in English.
That's normal. Even advanced learners feel the same. Confidence comes step by step.
Step by step. Okay, I'm ready.
First, prepare small phrases you can use daily. Greetings, short questions, polite responses.
Like, hi, how are you? Or, could you help me?
Exactly. And remember, small words build big confidence.
I like that. And I guess practicing them alone is the first step?
Yes, speak them out loud. Record yourself if you like. Listen, notice your progress.
It feels a little weird at first.
That's okay. Growth starts outside your comfort zone. Even quiet practice counts.
What about preparing for questions? I hate being surprised.
Step 2, anticipate common situations. Introduce yourself, order coffee, ask for directions.
So I rehearse realistic scenarios, like a mini rehearsal before the real stage.
Exactly. And step 3, visualization. Imagine yourself speaking confidently, calmly, smiling.
Like mental rehearsal. I can see it. I feel calmer already.
That's the power of the mind. Your mind practices what your mouth will do.
And if I make mistakes, I always worry about that.
Step 4, embrace mistakes as learning moments. Mistakes mean you are trying, and trying means progress.
Easier said than done, but yes, I like that perspective.
Step 5, practice short conversations with yourself or with trusted friends online.
Even a 2-minute chat counts?
Absolutely. Every small conversation builds muscle memory for your voice.
Muscle memory, just like we trained our mouth before.
Exactly. Step 6, positive self-talk. Tell yourself, I am improving and my voice matters.
That one, I need to repeat every morning. Feels motivating.
Step 7, breathe and pause. Don't rush. Speaking slowly is perfectly fine, and it shows confidence.
So even silence between words is okay?
Perfectly okay. Thoughtful pauses make your speech clear and calm.
What about nerves in public?
Step 8, start small. Chat with a cashier, a barista, or online pen pal. Keep it short.
Baby steps. I can handle that.
Step 9, celebrate small wins. Every successful sentence, every understood word, it's a victory.
I like celebrating progress. It feels like climbing a gentle hill instead of a mountain.
Step 10, remember, confidence grows naturally with repetition and kindness toward yourself.
That's so reassuring. I don't have to force myself to be perfect.
Exactly. Your voice is unique, your pace is perfect, your effort is enough.
I feel ready to try real conversations now, slowly, confidently, at my own pace.
That's the spirit. Start with small steps, and confidence will follow. You know, Jacob, I think this whole episode has been one big reminder that learning English doesn't have to be loud to be powerful.
Exactly. It can be quiet, personal, peaceful, and still full of progress.
You don't need to change who you are to learn a language. You can grow as you.
That's such an important message, because sometimes we think we have to become someone else to sound fluent.
But real fluency starts with self-acceptance. When you feel comfortable being you, your English starts to flow.
That's true. Confidence isn't pretending to be fearless. It's speaking even when your voice is small.
Beautifully said. Your voice matters, even if it's quiet.
So to everyone listening, keep learning, but do it kindly. Don't rush, don't compare.
Every word you learn, every sentence you try, it's a step forward.
And every quiet learner out there, remember, your calm focus is your superpower.
Yes, you notice details, you listen deeply, you think before you speak. Those are gifts.
Exactly. You're not behind. You're just building your own path with patience.
So take your time, breathe, smile, and remember, English isn't a test, it's a tool for connection.
And the more you enjoy it, the more it becomes part of you.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
We hope this episode made you feel seen, supported, and inspired.
If it did, please subscribe to One Cup of English, leave us a like, and share this episode with someone who needs this message.
You never know. Maybe another quiet learner will find courage because of you.
And as always, take your time, enjoy your cup, and keep learning, one calm step at a time. See you next time on One Cup of English.